welcome to my channel. I thought today would be a great day to just do a little get to know me, my YouTube journey, a little bit about my thrifty journey, and just a little bit about me. And a video about me had to start with some earrings, and I've just got a new camera, so I had to get these two. And if I come and show you, they actually make noise and they actually flash too. So these are great. I will put where they are from because I can never remember. I think it's called 2.D. So the first thing about me is I absolutely love earrings. I used to be very bad and would buy them from Primark and New Look and Boohoo and all places like that. But I have been wearing them since my ears were first pierced. I think when I was in year 3 maybe. I didn't always wear crazy ones like this. Whenever the era was when everyone wore feathers, feather earrings for some reason, which are absolutely fine if you still wear them now, they're still really cool, but that's when I started wearing big earrings, when the feathers came in. Just always had big dangly earrings. And then a few years back when all the big tassels came in, I was like, that's right, I must have got my tassels there. I would wear them as earrings. So yeah, I absolutely love earrings. Now I mainly just buy ones that are handmade from small businesses. I make them myself. I do not buy them from anywhere else. If I've seen some in a charity shop, I might, but it's not very rare that you see them in charity shops. It's waffled like so much just about earrings, and I actually need to talk about myself. So yes, my name is Jade, and I am behind the Thrifty Finny Instagram account and the Thrifty Fin YouTube account. I don't know why I didn't just name them the same things. I'm probably going to have to change that. I have spoke quite a lot about my thrifty journey, so I'm going to leave that till the end. And if you just want to hear about that bit, just skip to the end. But I am just going to bits about me. My favourite colour is blue. I love monkeys. I love donuts. I love Oreos. Oreos are my favourite. I absolutely love the TV show Friends. I've got a little Friends shelf over there. The film is Confession of a Shopaholic because I just connect with that film. But I wish I had something great that was my favourite drink, but my favourite drink is just water. We did a quiz the other night and I said to my friends, what do I not leave the house without? And they said it's my bottle of water. And I'm really sad because the flowers are really starting to come off. I will still use it because I love the little drinky bit. It's called a straw, the little sippy cup. And I went on the Cool Gear website and they don't have it in stock anymore. So Cool Gear, if you see this video, please tell me where I can get another one from. You did have an avocado one, so yeah, I'd like that one. Oh, I really like avocados. So I absolutely love sequins. This was from Age UK, and the funny thing was I was supposed to be going to this shop with my friends on the Saturday, but I couldn't wait, so I went on the Wednesday, and I seen this jacket hanging behind the counter, because sometimes that's where they put like the good stuff. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need that. I rang my mum and I was like, Mum, it's £15, is that too much? She was like, no, think about how much it would be in a vintage shop. You need to get it. And I was speaking to the woman, and she told me that a whole suitcase of sequins had been donated, and a butterfly sequin top were the last things left. So I feel like I was meant to be there. And when it came to Saturday, when I was supposed to be going to this one with my friends, we didn't end up going to this one. We ended up going to Kenilworth and Leamington. So I'm really glad I went. I do believe everything happens for a reason. Crazy and wacky. I just absolutely love that. Absolutely love my friends, my family. I have a little sister called Lacey who'll be watching this. So hello, Lacey. I bet it's about the 10th time you're watching this, so thank you. And 25 years old. I did a year in Coventry doing fine art, a foundation course, and then I did 3 years in Sheffield and absolutely loved it. I can't wait to go back. Amazing charity shops, vintage shops and antique shops there, so I really want to go back. Then I've just been doing bits and bobs. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I never could get the courage. I had the idea. I think everyone's always had the idea if they've ever watched YouTube. Loved YouTube when I was younger. I think the first person I seen was like a Fred video. I just loved it, and then I think over the years I just completely forgot about it. And then in 2015 I came back home from uni and I could hear my brother like giggling and laughing in his room, and I was like, what is he watching? And I went up and he was watching Jacksepticeye, and I was like, this is so funny. And then we were watching all of his like scary videos. I can't think what we were watching. Five Nights at Freddy's, that's what it's called. So we were watching that, and my mum came up like, "Will you do start screaming?" Because it was so scary, but it was funny. I went back to uni, and then I started watching like vloggers and people doing makeup, and there was obviously there's so much content on YouTube, and I kept thinking, oh, I'd love to do this, I'd love to, but what would I talk about? I don't know how to edit, I don't know what to do. And then it filmed a video, and it was 2016 one. I think I did like 20 facts about me or something. And then in 2018 I did the one that's on my channel now, and then I just left it. I didn't upload it till 2019, which is crazy. I never went into making my Instagram account for thrifting and secondhand and being more sustainable to do YouTube. That was just something that happened to go, oh, why don't I link these together? That would be a good idea. I made my account in September. I already had the account, which is crazy. I didn't realise till the other day, but I went on to my Thrifty Finny account, and it said it was made in 2018, and I was like, what? And it said that I'd changed my username, and my username used to be T with JD, because I made an Instagram account called T with JD. I made that first YouTube video, I made a Instagram account called Tea with JD because I wanted to have a YouTube channel where I was just drinking tea, and I thought it was great. I thought it was going to be a great idea, but maybe I can just do a video now, one video about my favourite teas. Love green tea. Yeah, that didn't go through. I don't even know like where it came from. I think a lot of people have messaged me saying you should have a blog where you talk about clothes, and you know, you should do this and you should do that. And I was a bit like, oh, I don't know what to do. And you know, people were talking about like 21 buttons, and I was like, oh, I don't want to have to keep buying clothes just to upload them. I feel like that'll be silly. That'll be a waste. But yeah, I can't remember how it once came into my head. I know how I became more sustainable. I can't say more thrifty. I've always been thrifty. How I became sustainable, and if I'm sorry if anyone's already heard this story. So I've talked about a little bit about last year, how I was working abroad, had got very ill in Greece. I started to think more about what was important in life, and how I just didn't always think in that way. And being ill and being away from home was awful. I'm glad I had a lot of support around me that I did, but it was really, really hard, and I just needed to. I just wanted to come home. Something that I still deal with now and will have to deal with for the rest of my life. So things are getting better, but it's still, every day is still a bit challenging because I'm still trying to understand the condition, and all I wanted in that moment was to get better and to see my family. Didn't care about what I looked like, didn't care about the clothes that I had on. I just wanted to be happy and healthy within myself. And I started thinking about all the times I was at home where I had maybe ruined a night out because I couldn't find something to wear, or it took over all the time. I was thinking, you know, what am I going to wear to this event? Why do you keep buying so much? You know, there's all this money coming out your account, and what have you got to show for it? Because every time I would wear a night my clothes, I'd be just throwing it to the back of the wardrobe, or I'd be donating it, or I'd be selling it, and I would never ever wear it again. So I think I just had this epiphany one day. I was scrolling on Instagram or Facebook, I think it was, and I seen that Oxfam were doing No Buy September, and I was like, oh, this looks good. Like I want to give this a go. I gave it a go, really enjoyed it, and then I seen like loads of people on Instagram were doing like no buy for a year, 2 years, like amazing achievements. And I just thought I want to give this a go. Again, because I forgot vital information. So what I was trying to say was I spent 5 months living away in the same clothes, and I needed to ask myself why I couldn't also do this at home. Why couldn't I live in the same clothes? Why did I have to keep using fast fashion brands? Because after I took part in Oxfam's No Buy September, started researching into fast fashion, and that's when I realised the awful facts, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to make a change.
So that is another reason why I did.
One day I was like, I'm doing it from this day. I bought a few items with some birthday money because my birthday was while I was abroad and I was celebrating when I came back. And I told my granny that I wanted a chenille jumper, which I still really want one. I just can't find one. If you don't know what it is, I just love the word. It's like the silkiest material. It's so soft. I think I've got one, but it's just not snuggly, and I want it to be snuggly. So she had put some money behind, and I remember going into New York and I bought a polka dot dress, and that was my last item I ever bought. And then since then it's been so easy. And what's nice as well is getting dressed and getting ready for something now is exciting. I'm thinking, well, what can I wear that I've already wore? How can I restyle it this time that is different? My mum and my granny both used to say, like, I would go to the opening of an envelope, and that is true. And every time I'd go to the opening of an envelope, I would have to have something new to wear. So I'm really glad that I'm not like that anymore. Yeah, that is how the thrifty journey began. I've always been into thrifting. I think over the years I'd lost that a little bit. I think I'd gone from wanting to be unique to want to follow trends, and I think that was just probably just maybe a social media thing or trying to fit in thing. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I really got into a place where I just wanted new clothes all the time. And it was not healthy at all. Journey was just meeting other people on Instagram doing the same sort of thing and just wanting to join in and want to be part of that, want to get the word out. Completely didn't know how big it was, and I'm just so glad that I'm part of it now. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it about the journey really. I'm really excited to see where it will go. I would love to get involved in like some clothes swapping events, some sustainable events. Yeah, I'm really excited for the future and to see where this goes. I'm finally making videos now because it doesn't keep me up at night. I said to my friends the other day, it sounds mental, but I used to not be able to sleep because I thought, imagine if I get to 60, 70 and I think, why did I never give that a go? The good thing is about giving it a go now is if it doesn't go anywhere, I can say I tried. Whereas if I never gave it a go, I would never ever know. So yeah, I don't know why my voice went like I was crying then. I just been talking too much. I'm not getting choked up. But yeah, that's about it. So thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you've enjoyed it. Leave me a little like, please subscribe, and any other videos you want to see, just let me know. Bye.